What's going on, guys? It's your boy Andy in Asia, and we are gonna look at more reasons why people are leaving the country to go to, Southeast Asia, South America, and Eastern Europe. This is one of the reasons why American men, many men have just simply decided to unplug from the system and either become passport bros, become MGTOW, and just overall either become a monk and you know men have started speaking up against the national. This is a national disrespect. This is happening on a massive level because the View, these people, this show has 1.2 million subscribers, and on television they get about what 2 million hits per show. So they're literally talking about saying this is that they're making a statement. We don't need men on national television. What would happen if all the men in the world, well, at least in America, if they stop working doing the plumbing, woodwork, construction, all these things? I wonder how they will feel. Mechanics, right? All the heavy workers doing the hard labor. Now, personally, I don't do any hard labor. I work on a computer, right? I work on office. But you guys get the point. Without men, we, these women would not have an easy life. So let's go ahead and hear what they have to say.
So there's this clip going viral online of a dozen women being asked the following question: do we need men? Most answered very quickly, no. And only one said she thought women needed a man in their lives, only one. But when men were asked a similar question, do we need women, most of them said yes.
And that's because most guys are very grounded in reality, my dear.
So why do you think that is?
Because men are useless. I mean,
And there we have it. She said it. She said it.
love it. And by the way, I want
Yeah, we are so useless. Imagine if all the men stop working.
I want to differentiate between straight men and gay men because I think I would die without gay
Okay, okay. I'm kind of glad she made that distinction, honestly.
men. Nobody can gossip like gay men. Nobody can help you accessorize like gay men. Nobody can help you keep you from doing harm to yourself like gay men. But with the exception of somebody like Steve,
Wait, hold on a second. Is that how chicks actually feel about gay dudes? Like, is that something that gay dudes actually do for them? Wow.
I think Steve is very
That's
self-sufficient.
Joy's husband.
But
He
like
is.
my
He is.
husband, it takes a village of women to make sure that he's not emaciated, starving, and living in his own filth. He can,
Really?
A village, huh? Now, what do I have a hard time believing that, honey?
Yeah.
But you
No.
guys, I feel you guys are married to people that are more.
I have Handy Manny at home. No, he fixes everything. When things go bump in the night, he's the one that goes downstairs. When there's a bug to be exterminated, he does the extermination.
Nope.
When there is something to be fixed, he fixes it. He throws out the trash and he
Still
throws
no.
out the recyclables. I enjoy all the man stuff.
So
he
my-
does at
But
my
wait a
house.
second. Listen, I know what you're going to say, but wait. She's really talking about a servant, let's face it.
No.
It's
Okay, see, I mean, this lady, this is more realistic. She said that her man does everything, and this is why, she's happy to have a husband because he does absolutely everything, a lot of things for her. You know what I mean? So, and anyways, let's just keep watching. I'll conclude later.
a handyman
well,
she's
it's-
talking
no,
about.
it's a handy manny.
Oh, it's a handy man.
Most handy men are men. Like there's like a tiny little percentage of handy women, and that's very small. It's like I'm gonna say less than 5%, but most handymans are men. It's heavy work.
Man with benefits.
We do not have.
Well, but the things that you're describing, you could pay somebody to do that. We're not talking about that. What about
You could pay somebody to do that, which is most likely going to be a man.
the inner life of a man? That's what this is about.
I need my man 3 to 4 times a week. And good for you guys. And then then the rest of the time I need a wife. Because I've always said that.
Everyone needs a wife.
No, I tease Vicky, my producer, in the morning. I was like, if you'd like to join Max and I, not in that way, but like Vicky and I could kill it as a household runners. Like we would be laughing, giggling, doing all the things, and Max would be so psyched I was wasting all my words somewhere else anyway. So it would be a perfect combo. And the other day, Caleb said to me, this is my youngest son, he said, Mama, I want a spare mom. And I didn't know what he meant. And he's like, he said, Genevieve has a spare mom. And I realized the parents
that,
were
a
divorced.
nanny?
No, divorced. An extra mom, like 2 moms. And so I asked him, because at first I was a little wounded. I was like, what am I not doing? You know, and he's like, no, I just think at bedtime, you always have to pay attention to the other kids too. And if we had a spare mom, dad and you could, you know, then you just get to focus on me. And it was so sweet. He didn't ask for a spare dad, by the way. He asked for a spare.
Okay, you see that this is what bothers me because these chicks, they're all married, right? They're all married, and I'm surprised they're all married. Maybe people are gonna maybe they're gonna start filing for divorce after this episode. But she is literally like kind of like talking down to her own husband in this show. And they do this constantly. It's like they constantly talk down. They constantly talk down to her own mates. And it's absolutely ridiculous. And this is one of the reasons why, you know, the divorce rate is so high. But anyway, let's keep on going. Imagine if this was one of your wives, right? Imagine if you were in a relationship with one of these and you hear them say things like this on the show. They're literally humiliating you on the show. Like, come on.
I took this totally differently in how I prepped because broadly speaking, I feel like men have proven largely useless. Like I think in the political moment,
Listen to that. Just listen to that.
the people who are
Guys, don't hold
saying
back.
what needs to be
Of
said
course,
in my party. It's all women. The very few men, with the exception of Mike Pence and a few others, are saying what they need to. But in life, like I need my husband. I don't know if I need any other men, but he is irreplaceable.
Yeah, I think so.
But that's what we're all saying. We like our husbands. We just don't need men beyond that.
Yeah, wait till you're married.
Well, no, yes, you do. Yes, you do. Like, I mean, the mechanics, the construction workers, the petroleum workers, electricians, all these guys doing dangerous work. You still need them even if you're not in a relationship with them, right? Even if they're not your family, they do really important work in your city, in your town, in the nation, everywhere. You know, pilots, most pilots are men, which they're trying to change that, by the way. Let's continue.
20 years, and you'll see how
Well, the
replaceable they
reason
are.
that women, I think that the reason women can stay married for as long as they do is because they have a lot of girlfriends.
They have a village.
They have girlfriends. Because I always have to initiate the conversations. He'll step up, but I have
I
to
thought you were going
start
to say
them.
initiate.
Oh, I don't-
was like,
I just told you guys, I have 8 girlfriends from Panama here who are girlfriends for 50 years since they were in kindergarten.
Oh, I love
And it's
that.
and they were saying yesterday that they've gone through divorces, they've gone through challenges, and having that village of women has made it possible
Well, we
for
are
them.
more collaborative than men. I think
Yeah.
there have been studies that say that women have much closer friendship relationships than men do.
Because women
Again, I think we have to make a
because
difference,
women,
differentiate gay men.
No, gay men are
In their own category.
yeah, but
Women
we're
are
not
more
married to gay
independent.
men, okay?
Oh,
But women have conversations about their feelings. Men talk about
It's
sports.
socializing.
Well, and then what happens? What happens when guys talk about their feelings, right? Like, usually what happens is that, you know, they'll think you're gay. They'll think you're gay, or like your girlfriend will dump you, or they'll look down on you. First, they tell you, "Oh, you gotta express your feelings," and then when you do, they curse you for it. Like, what the heck?
Cars, all that stuff.
I don't know. My husband talks about his feelings with his
Maybe he's
friends.
gay. Next.
Oh my! What did I just say? What did I just say? What did I just say? Right there. Right there. Okay. And that's the end of the video. That's the end of the video. And yeah, guys, this is more of a reason why you need to get your passport. This is more of a reason why I personally want to escape the Western world. And yeah, this is live television. Live television, just right there in your face. 2 million people in the audience sitting at home watching this. Or in not even at home. Take a look at this. Like, well, here on YouTube, it only got 93,000 views, but on national television in America, that's 2 million views. Do women really need men? Like, do you really have to ask the question? Anyways, guys, That's gonna be it for this video. This is absolutely disgusting, and this is absolutely like humiliating. Um, and this is why guys are waking up to everything. Guys are waking up and no longer dealing with a lot of bullshit that we used to deal with. But anyways, make sure to, if you like this content, make sure to comment below. Make sure to like this video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell for future notifications. I'm gonna be making more of these, more Passport Bro content, more of these reactions, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.